Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 2. We are at the 4th Armored Division's base and before we leave we have a slight opportunity to go and explore. And we want to explore because there's a rumor that there are a few students here. Not from our class, because if that was the case we would probably have seen them in the last episode, but there are some others. So I do wonder who it's gonna be. I don't think I could even wildly guess who it's going to be. Who shall we just randomly throw out there? It's not going to be a noble, so because that would be really weird having them at the 4th Armored Base. It's probably going to be on the Alliance side. Maybe Klein? Let's see. Good day everyone. And may I just say, what a pleasure it is to see you again, Elliot. Everyone here has been quite worried for you. Perhaps you could take the time to make the rounds and see them? Oh yeah, I will. Thanks, Brocken. I must say though, the Divine Knight of yours is an impressive machine, sir. I hope you and it will be blessed with many more victories in the battles yet to come. And if you say that, do also mention for our side. Because if Rean heads over to the Noble Alliance, you would be talking really differently, I'm sure. As a part of the Imperial Army, we have our own role to play in this war. We may not be able to fight alongside one another, but we're not on opposing sides either. I wish you all the best. I never thought the day would come when Elliot would demonstrate such an iron will, though. My boy, you've done your father proud. Oh, this isn't a big deal, Dad. Regardless, whatever path you choose to walk, I'm confident that you have the strength to see it through. I wish you all the best. We'll do our best and we'll protect Elliot in the process, you can guarantee on that. Nothing that shines. Right, let's start exploring. And there where Valimar is, that's where you want to be last, because that's where we agreed with Clara to go to, or we want to leave. Oh, I'm sorry, but we can't sit down and catch up, Elliot. I wish I had the time, but you know how it is. Work is work. Oh, don't worry about it. I know how busy you must be. You're not hurt or anything from the battle earlier, are you? You and your men were out there fighting, right? Ah, a battle, huh? Well, you're not talking about those losers' pathetic excuse for an offensive, are you? If any of my men would have even suffered a bruise from a battle like that. Our blood is so hot, it could melt clean through iron. It'll take more than the Alliance fancy toys to trash us. Just smile and nod. It's all you can do when he gets like this. Well, he does seem a kind of guy who'd make you feel awkward. Well, he's proud of his army and trying to be confident would, so not too bad. You all fought valiantly, and for that you should be commended, but if you challenge the Alliance again, be on guard. They're getting desperate and that makes them more dangerous. At this rate, I fear there's nothing they wouldn't do to win. Well, you're right. They didn't seem that way. Valimar saved your asses this time, but he won't be always there to swoop in. True enough. I was impressed by how well you managed to fend off those soldat units with your tanks, though. Well, that's all thanks to the anti-soldat tactics we've developed. They look tough and they're quick, but they're inferior to our tanks both in offensive and defensive capabilities. They do have their strengths, namely their mobility, and the flexibility they have due to their humanoid figure. But if you can deny them the chance to make use of those, they're just walking hunks of metal waiting to be blown up. This guy is kind of intense. Well, he's a nice guy when he's not talking about military business, really. But he is right. Their mobility is their greatest strength, at least as far as we have seen. The provincial army soldiers are clearly well trained, but we have the edge on that front as well. We have everything under control here, so feel free to set out wherever you're headed without worrying about us. Use your talents to fight for what you believe in. I'm sure Mayor Neidhart is out there fighting somewhere too. Oh, I can almost guarantee you that. Alright, I'm gonna do this side first, because it's the furthest away from Valimar as we can get. Monk! It's no use. I just can't tune in. Is that you, Monk? Oh, hello. I heard you guys were here. Glad to see you're all safe, though. Oh, same to you. Impressive work to make it all the way here from the academy. Well, I suppose it is, but we first years had a lot of second years helping us escape when the academy was first attacked. After that, the 4th Armored Division took me in and gave me shelter, so here I am. It's not that interesting of a story, really. Worse yet, it's kinda cliched. I doubt I'd get the read on the radio even if I send it in. Hey, we're not really looking to be cribbed here. Well, you're alive, so why are you so down? What do you think? It's practically impossible to tune into any radio stations around here. Even if by some miracle you do manage, it's all about war, war, war all the time. It's so incredibly tedious. To make matters worse, there hasn't been an event time broadcast since war broke out. I lived for that show. Lived for it. Oh. Well, that's not the one that Vita host, did it? Yes, it was. Rean and I used to listen all the time, but that was back before we knew the host's true colors. Hey, don't let it get to you too down. Yeah, you're still breathing. That's something. Well, I guess. Even if it feels like my love has been stolen from me, I can't stay gloomy like this forever. Wow, that's a pretty deep depression. Well, then let's leave him to wallow in it. We've got better things to do. Normally, I'd have been thrilled to have found you guys. But without a bend time where I'm supposed to send my embellished versions of your daily exploits. Oh. Was that what he was actually doing during Cold Steel 1? Not only telling the stories of Class 7, but embellishing them? Now I'm curious. I should have listened in a little bit more often, I think. Yeah. Oh my, isn't little Elliot? Have you finished talking with the Lieutenant General? Yeah, we just met him. Do you have to report to him? Oh, I do. Though first I have a bit of maintenance to do on my little darlings here. I wish I could trust the maintenance team to do their job, but their job's been so sloppy, I have to finish it myself. I think they could at least manage a proper cleaning. One of these days I'm going to introduce their heads to my spanner. For someone so pretty, she's really rather scary. She works directly under Dad, actually. She's also the most skilled tank officer in the division. The thing is, she's really particular about tanks. They're almost like her children. Not technically a bad thing, because most time you try to take care of the children, so she will take care of the tanks. Oh, I think there was some spare cleaning equipment in the storehouse. That ought to do the trick. Oh, come to think of it, I remember seeing your friends back when you all came for the military exercise earlier this year. This is a good chance to get an unvarnished look at another side of what we do here. So, make the most of it. If you're planning to get involved in this war, you should know exactly where things stand. I'm in full agreement. Yes, so am I. Because if they want to make their decision, eventually when we find the entirety of the class, we need to have as much information as we can so we can make that informed decision. Monica? Yes. It's good to see you all again. I had a feeling you were the new arrivals I'd heard about. Monica! Oh, you're Laura's friend from the swimming club. Then the army took both you and Monk in? Well, that's right. And I've been trying to help them out ever since. Well, sounds like you had a pretty rough time. Well, it beats the alternative. I'm just glad Klein helped us get this far. Even if we did end up getting separated. You guys haven't met up with Laura yet, have you? I was kinda hoping that you would. Us too. We're just not exactly sure where she is right now. We do think we're getting closer though, so it should just be a matter of time. Really? Trust us, there's nothing to worry about. Yep, we'll find her, promise. Oh, thank you all. That's actually really reassuring. Be sure to say hi to her for me whenever you do find her. Of course. Yeah, of course we will. Because after we find the entirety of class 7, maybe we'll collect everyone from Thor's as well, to make our own army. Oh, that army took a number of students into their care here, so I'm not really a special case. Believe it or not, they took in Rex too, though he spent so much time outside the base you wouldn't even know it. He's not here right now then. Oh, were you looking for him? Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck. For what I've heard, he's practically living on the front lines lately, taking as many photos of the battle he can. Well, that does make sense, but I don't really have the time to wait around until he gets back here. All we can do is pray that he doesn't get himself killed. Let him know we're asking about him whenever he comes back though. Sure. Yeah, just to show that we do care about Rex, even though he does have his reputation with pictures and the ladies. I'm in charge of handling the day's meals. I've also been informed that you guys have permission to make use of the facilities here, so if you need anything, let me know. That goes double for you, Elliot. The Lieutenant General has ordered me to recommend that you order meals high in protein. He was rather insistent too. Oh, why does he always have to be like this? Don't worry, he does it because he cares. The people here really do care about you. They truly do. Or they fear Greg the Red. We'll be sure to keep the student here safe too. You needn't worry about that. Anyway, if you want to order anything, feel free. I'm not half bad of a cook, and I'll take any chance to practice. Alright, let's see what you have here. Anything new that we might use to upgrade our stuff? Yeah, I think it's nice and leveled up so far. No, that's not what I want to click on. I was wanting for this. We have got a nice, decent amount of 7 mass. Okay. Anything interesting, new? No, the thing I find most interesting, no Claire stuff, but it could mean that she's still rounding things up here at the base, and therefore we don't have her actually in our party. A guy can still hope, right? Let's get us this back. That's still okay. Ooh, ingredients. Yeah, definitely to top it back up again. Because we will probably get some new ones. And you know what that means? If we get... Ooh. We are 100% sure we cannot get recipe through this, right? I got to believe that we have to have a book or get it from a person. Yeah, don't doubt yourself, you know this. Okay, no new master quartz, that's fine. Alright, not bad at all. Did we actually already make the last recipe? Yes, we did. Okay, so we're all just waiting for the next one on the list. Alright, we have 3 people there. Then move to the 2 and then to the resting area. Oh, you all fought admirably against Zephyr earlier. That's sad. I think you're all quite aware what the outcome would have been had the battle been allowed to play out. You should be much safer if the captain's with you, but be sure to stay alert. We'll back you up however we can, but we can't offer any guarantees of your safety. This is a war after all, so keep that in mind and act with discretion. We always try and do.
Oh, RMP cars.
Maybe Captain Claire and her team drove them here?
Okay, so Fee is interested in cars. Didn't think that was behind her, but alright. The captain's departure actually comes in at an opportune time, since we're ready to move into the next phase of our plans too. Accompanying you should allow her to sneak into a number of the Empire's regions, and that is our benefit in the long run. We'll be praying for your success. I wish you all the best of luck. The No Alliance currently controls over 60% of the country. That means we need to move quickly forward with the next phase of our plan. We'll be wishing you success with yours too. Oh, I'll leave the RMP in your care then. First Lieutenant, continue with your present activities while gathering info, using this area as your base. Second Lieutenant, your objective should be to make contact with the other armored divisions elsewhere. Yes, ma'am. By the way, Captain, will you have any need for this equipment I've gathered? Yes, I think I will. I'm afraid it will take a little longer to get everything sorted out here before I can depart. Can you wait by Valimar until I'm done? Oh, sure thing. Take all the time you need. Yeah, and you have any recipes, master quartz laying around, feel more than free to bring them along. I'm sure we can find some use for it. I'm Loke, and I'm in charge of security here. Just to be clear, we're at war here. Assume nothing. Know your place, and above all, listen to our instructions. That goes triple for you too, Bracer. I know your type, always thinking you can poke around in our business with some loophole or excuse you're rummaging up. Well, not on my watch, no sirree. You best keep your nose out of trouble, or you're going to lose it. Do I make myself clear? Man, did it something I did? Oh, sorry, it's not you. It's always just been like this. Well, it's not all that strange. The Army and the Bracer Guild aren't exactly cut from the same cloth. Yeah, remember all the times in Trails in the Sky? Yeah, Army and Bracers didn't get along too well at all. Worse in the beginning than at the end, but yeah, they were not friends, they were agreeable partners, let's call it that. And if you don't know, go watch that series as well, it's great. Oh, I really am glad you're alright, Elliot. Let's just leave Fiona to fret over now. Yeah, I hope she's okay too, but I have to admit, I'm more than a little anxious. Thanks for keeping us in your thoughts, Emmons. Oh, think nothing of it. Fiona's always been kind to us soldiers, so it really concerns me to not know how she's doing. Still, we'll do all we can to find her and make sure she's safe and sound. And I wish you well in whatever you decide to do. Thank you. Our division has no shortage of tanks. Normally that would be an advantage, but it also means we need more supplies for them. The Alliance has cottoned onto that, and they're trying to use it against us, which is smart on their part, I'll admit. If we were sitting on a month's worth of supplies, we could sortie and take them out, but as things stand, we're stuck here. Okay, so if we can do anything, gather up supplies, probably one of the highest priorities we can help them with. Oh, hello. You're a visiting student, aren't you? You aren't hurt, are you? This place serves as both a rest area and a medical treatment center, so let me know if I can help. And a few of the others here on the remnants of the 5th Armored Division. We used to be stationed here at Guerrilla Fortress, but, well, you know the rest. All we can do now is help out the 4th Division with whatever they need. It's not like we have anywhere else to go. She still seems pretty traumatized by what happened here. When you think about what happened at Guerrilla Fortress, that's completely understandable. Yeah, because did you see how they blew it up? It's unimaginable how they did that. This book again. I remember trying to find the owner, but with everything that happened, I'd forgotten all about it. Ah, I know. Would you like to have it? Someone might as well get some use out of it. It just gets disposed of if I sit around here, so you really might as well. Gambler Jack Chapter 2. I'll gladly take it. 3 magazines, right. I'm in the middle of doing an inventory check here. Please don't disturb me. Or else he needs to start again. Yeah, I get that. Alright, let's try to see if we can get outside. Let's give Valimar a wide berth. Are we allowed to? We got to watch the military exercise on the other side of here early this year, didn't we? Oh, that brings back memories. Yeah, I can't say it brings back very fond ones, but it does bring back memories. Just don't decide you want to have a look over there, okay? We can't go too far out. Yeah, we'll be meeting Captain here later, if nothing else. Okay, so I'm pretty sure later we can go there, but now that we've talked to everyone, let's go to the meeting spot. Well, this is where we're supposed to wait for the captain to finish up her preparations. Is there anything else we need to do? Or should we just wait here? Well, I talked to everyone twice. We got a booklet. We stocked up on some of the supplies. I think we're ready. At least for the moment.
Sorry to keep you waiting for so long.
Ooh, a leisurely dress? I like the boot so far.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I'm getting Amelia Earhart vibes from it. Probably because of a picture I've seen recently. Not the dress, but mainly the jacket. It is practically a bomber jacket, isn't it?
You're not in uniform.
I'd be something of a walking target if we were to travel to any Alliance-ruled areas dressed like that, after all. This outfit doesn't look too strange on me, does it?
Hell no.
No, absolutely not.
You just look so different in it that it took me a moment to recognize it was you.
Yeah, it really suits you.
Thank you very much.
Feel like I'm surrounded by horny teenagers all of a sudden.
Well, I can't speak for Toval, but for the other three, definitely.
Can't blame a guy for falling for a pretty girl, Fee. It's what we do.
I think this is one mystery about humans I'm content not trying to get my head around.
You're all ready to depart, then?
Dad!
I've given my subordinates their orders. They will be backing you up as best they can in my absence. Should you need anything, let them know. They will be able to get in contact with me if need be.
Very well. Leave everything here to us. In return, I will be counting on you to support the young lions of the Academy.
I will, sir.
Elliot, I'm astounded by just how much stronger you've become in less than a year. You might not appreciate me saying this, but everything you've done has just confirmed in my mind that sending you to Thor's was the right choice after all.
Honestly, Dad, I feel the same way. It wasn't what I wanted to do originally, but if not for enrolling there, I never would have met all of my friends. So while I couldn't imagine I'd ever feel this way at the time, I'm really grateful to you now.
I'm glad to hear that. Looking at you now, it's clear that you're finally ready to forge your own path through life and make your own choices. As such, once this war is over, and this nation is back to the way it was, if you still wish to live your life as a musician, you will have my full support.
That's actually really nice. Even though I'm pretty sure he wished he'd go into the military, just saying it does mean a lot.
You'd actually allow that?
I'm true to my word. You needn't rush to decide what you want to do now, though. I imagine that if you keep fighting alongside your classmates, you will eventually realize what you want to do. And a choice reached after long, serious thought is not one you will regret.
Thanks, Dad. To tell you the truth, I'm really not sure what I want to do anymore. But by this war's end, I'm sure I'll know too.
That's my boy.
My boy!
Well, I wish all of you luck and good health.
Thank you.
Bye then.
The best to you too, sir.
Take care, Dad.
I really do like Greg. Alright, new area? Will it be the north or the Gram? I think in a previous episode I said we would go to the north, isn't it? What's it gonna be? Or do we get a choice? It's interesting nonetheless. Oh yes, we were going back to Emir so you could set up a base camp there. Or at least help with that. Yeah. I remember. I'm still in my head like, I want to search for more classmates. And if we do that, we need to go to the North Hologram. Because we know they're there. Huh? Why does this place look so familiar? Because it's the end of Emir Valley. We came here during our trip. Looks like we managed to make it back safely. Wow. We seriously traveled all that distance? Just like that? My legs feel kinda like jelly. Well, it's astounding what your Divine Knight is capable of. And in the same vein, it is disturbing to think the Azure Knight may be capable of this as well. You got that right. The last thing we need is that thing showing up in front of us out of nowhere. Keep in mind, using the Spirit Path consumes plenty of mana, and the places where you can use it are limited. It has its uses, yes, but personally, I think there are too many negatives to design a full-scale operation around it. And like that, he needs to recharge again. Mana decreasing. Entering in active state. Valimar? Is he alright? Between the battles earlier and using the Spirit Path to get here, he must have used up all his mana. Just let him rest for a day and he should be able to recover enough to travel again. I guess it's a good night for you, huh? Thanks, Valimar. Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to reunite if it wasn't for your help. So thanks. You need not thank me. Do not hesitate to call me again should the need arise. Alright, we need to get back to Emir before the sun sets. Watch your step, okay? Will do. I wouldn't have minded walking back to town myself, just testing Claire out if we can actually fight with her. He looks like he's sleeping a lot more peacefully now. Well, Father Bernard said his condition has been gradually improving. He also said it will likely be some time before he regains consciousness. I see. Is there anything we can do to help? Please, don't hesitate to tell us. We're your guests, so we need to chip in and do our part. Rean, your friends are always so sweet. I appreciate the offer, but I know how tired all of you must be. I think it would be best if you spent the day relaxing. Perhaps you could even set tomorrow aside as a day off. But why not? Valimar's out of commission anyway, so we're going to be here whether we like it or not. Plus, you got to get in some R&R while you still can. Well, it's hard to take it easy when we're still not sure if the rest of us are even safe. As much as I agree with you, Elliot, I think they're probably right. We need to be at our peak when we're out looking for them. I can't argue with that logic. Like Celine said, we're stuck here anyway, so let's make the most of this well-deserved break. Roger. I think I'll start tinkering with the town's communications equipment then. Well, if that's how you relax, go for it, Claire. I would say go to the springs. Just saying, would be a very nice thing to do. Emir, rest day 1. The beautiful daytime song to back us up as we go explore Emir and see what the people are up to. It feels kind of weird to have a day off. I guess I could kill time by hanging out with the others. It wouldn't hurt to go out to the valley and get some light exercise in either. Oh, the bonding points are back. We do not like bonding points. I don't like to decide. Well, technically we do decide. We're still gonna watch everything, as always. Bonding points. On days off, you can view bonding events with Rean's classmates and other support members. These events require bonding points. Viewing a character's bonding event raises the link level between Rean and that character. And I imagine it's gonna be the same way as before. To advance the story, inspect the door to Rean's room and select rest. Occasionally, there will be key events, which must be viewed before proceeding. Alright, so if we want to go back and end the day, we can go back into the room straight away, but we're not going to do that. Alright, so we have 2 bonding points. How many events do we have? I'm going to assume with the exclamation marks, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am slightly partial to picking up my own classmates first to increase the links with it. On the other hand, Claire might be nice as well. We are definitely going to see them all. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go around town talking to everyone. And after that, we're going to decide who we are going to watch and which one we're going to pick. Then we're going to watch the ones that we don't pick and then reload and do the ones that we do want. So we see all the events even if they're not carried over into the game itself. Because hey, I do want that information. I do want to know what they're up to. But yeah, that's something that we're going to do on the next episode. For now, we're just going to make our rounds, talk to the people, show them that we're back. And see, who knows, maybe there's something we can do to help them out. Lord Theo is sleeping peacefully today. I can only hope that he wakes up soon. I'll come back and check in on him again in the near future. Lady Sworcer, please get some rest. If you're concerned about no one being there to watch him, I'd be more than happy to take up that task. Oh, I appreciate your concern, but really I'm fine. If I can, I'd like to stay with him for a little longer. Yeah, like a loving wife don't want to leave her husband. Baron Sworcer is sleeping peacefully. His color's looking much better compared to before. That will be fine. All I can do is believe in him and wait. That is exactly what you can do. Hope for the best and plan for the rest. Oh, his condition is thankfully stabilized. Father Bernard is coming to visit him every day too, so I'm sure things will be just fine. You intend to go looking for more of your classmates tomorrow, right? Make sure to use today to rest then. I will, don't worry. Yeah, because there's plenty of stuff for us to do around town. Huh? What are you doing here, Lisa? Oh, don't mind me, Rean. I'm just helping out your mother by making some food. It feels like it's been ages since I was last here, though. It's making me feel so nostalgic. The house is just as I remember it. Well, yeah, I guess it hasn't changed all that much, has it? I remember all the times Uncle Theo would play with me when I was a kid. Whatever I can do to help him, I'll do it. Thank you very much, Lisa. Oh, I came by to pay Lord Theo a visit and get roped into helping out in the kitchen. Whatever, it was worth it to see your dad's doing better. Not that I not expected otherwise, he spends more time hunting than he does at home. I'd take more than this to take him down. Lady Lucia has been watching him all night. She must be exhausted by now. So if helping around the house can help ease her worries a little, I'm more than happy to do it. Going back to work can wait. Yeah, this town, the one thing I find very impressive is they love this family, they love the Lord, and they will do anything they can to help him. Which is very good indeed. Sorry, Fee, we'll be back to talk to you later. Woof, woof. Looks like he really wants to play with everyone. I'm sure he does. We can also go outside, can we? I wonder. I should call the others if I'm heading out to the valley. Shall we? Because I did mention that he could do that. You know what? I want to make sure to talk to everyone first before we do anything like that. Just in case something happens and the scenery changes. Just to make sure. You'll be pleased to know your father's recovery is coming along nicely. I'm almost surprised at how quickly he's recovering. If anything, he has quite the constitution. He still needs plenty of rest, however, as do you. If you've been borrowing the power of that divine night again, you must be exhausted. Take this chance to relax. I will. Thank you, Father. Celine says that you're connected in some way to that divine night, meaning you're likely to grow tired without even realizing it. Make sure to take every chance to rest that you can. Yeah, it's good advice. Because who knows, maybe his regaining mana is not just from the environment, but from Rean itself as well. And by doing that, he's not only recovering, but also growing stronger. By tomorrow, Valimar should have enough mana to use the spirit path again, which means we'll be able to get out of here and on our way to somewhere else. Yeah, we'll just have to choose wisely. I mean, we'll need to get all of Class 7 together again eventually, but we have to spend Valimar's mana very carefully. You can say that again, still, as long as you're already thinking about it, you'll probably be fine. You and Valimar held your own at Corellia, so I don't think we have to worry about how well you work together. Besides, you're lucky enough to have me watching over you until we find Emma. This should be smooth sailing. Have to say, it's hard not to worry about whatever Vida's up to. She knows where we are now, even if it is protected. That's bad news. At least it doesn't seem like she told the Noble Alliance yet, but we'll have to be ready when she does. Well, and when she does, it's probably gonna be in her own advantage. At least, I can imagine. I remember all of your classmates from when they were here last. It feels like a long time ago since you were all together, blissfully chattering away about what to do for your festival. I could have imagined things that just what the future would have in store for us. One day, I dream of being able to serve all of your food like that again. Ah, yes. And in case some of you don't know, he's talking about our visit here, which you can see when you watched, well, I did at least, the video with the Cold Steel City drama. Is basically the story of what they did when they were here. Definitely a good watch if you're interested. Like people told me to do. You must be worried about them, now that you've been all ended up separated. One day, once you're all back together, I dream of being able to serve you a fine meal like I did before. Then give me the recipe of that meal and I'll practice. The village has become so much livelier since your classmates arrived. I hear they've been living in Celtic all this time, trying to avoid being noticed. That must have been a tiring experience. That's all the more reason to strive to make their stay as pleasant as possible, and I couldn't be more pleased to do so. You've chosen to spend the day today unwinding, haven't you? Why not take the opportunity to go and talk to your classmate and spend time with them then? I will, definitely. Ooh. We can even do that if we wanted to. We are standing at the ladies' bath, isn't it? This isn't a story-related thing. There wasn't a marker, so shall we? None of the ladies, sadly. They're in their separate views. HP, EP, and CP were fully restored. Yes, always a good thing. And since we invite our friends, theirs will be restored as well, I assume. Oh, it's hard to believe Captain Claire is an officer in the military. She certainly doesn't look like one. She's so sweet and pretty, and I'd always pictured them a bit scarier. That's sad. She does have the air of one who carries a great burden, so I suppose it's not that difficult to believe. I'll do what I can as a maid to ensure she has a relaxing stay as possible. Thank you very much. Oh, moving on to the people who have much smaller sense of responsibility, Maple really is late. She went to pay a visit to Lord Sworza, but she really should have been back by now. What could she possibly be doing? She really doesn't understand how maids are supposed to act and behave. Well, she's helping out at our house, so that is a part of a maid job, making the life of others easier. Probably for the ones that she's employed to, but I do still appreciate she's doing it. Yeah, no one here at the moment. Very few places left. You can't make them without any. There's got to be some way we can get one. Oh, I know! We could go and have a look on the mountain path. Hey now, the mountain path is no place for children to be wandering around alone. Rean, how long have you been there? Oh, not very long. So, what are you trying to make? Well, he's trying to make a paper crane. A paper crane? Like what they do in the East? Master Kai-Fi showed me once. You send them to sick people to pray that they'll get better, right? Yeah, Master Jan made one for me before I had a fever, and he used a really big leaf to make it. He said that they have the power of nature in them, so I'd get better right away. That's why I thought I should try and make one too. But there's no big leaves in Emir. There got to be some way we can get one. I know where this is leading at. Remember when I said a couple of episodes ago that when we were on the mountain path we saw plants that we couldn't interact with? It's for this quest. I'm sure we could make some for Mr. Baron. He get better right away. Ah, so they want to make one for Dad. What should I do? Of course, offer to help. Really? Oh, they're doing all this for my dad. It feels wrong not to pitch in. What if I went and got a big leaf for you? Really? I'm pretty sure Master Kai-Fi would have used a Fuki leaf for it. And I remember seeing some of those along the valley. I can take a look if you want. It's too dangerous for you, guy, but it's fine if I go. Does that sound okay? Thanks, Rean. I want to make one too, so can you get 2, please? 2 it is. It shouldn't be too tough fighting a couple of them along the valley, so here's hoping. Ah, so sweet. Like, can you get one for me too? Definitely. Right, first I need to turn the main power supply on, and then I just hit 10 again. What you doing, Luke? Oh, well, actually, Captain Claire was giving me the rundown on emergency communications. Stuff about special military channels. Just thinking about this is making me all jittery. Don't think it's all that different to train announcement, you know? But this is for the safety of Emir. I've got to do it right. He's not listening, is he? Oh well, I'm sure it will work out. I'm going to keep working at it until I can rattle these things off in my sleep. By the way, congrats on finding some of your classmates. I know there's still some left unaccounted for though. And everyone here is worried about their lost ones too. If learning this stuff can help ease their minds, I'm happy to do it. Thanks, Luke. Think nothing of it. Right, you come later, Claire? Rean! Oh, you won't believe how many rare and unique things we have in our storehouse. And now that the village has some visitors for the first time in ages, it's time to break some of them out. I think that mini xylophone would be just perfect for Elliot. And that's for Machias? Well, I'm sure I'll think of something. There's bound to be something for everyone in there, so time to do some selling. What else do we have in here? I should take another look. Alright, another things for us to play around with now that we're here. We definitely should play around with this. And more of this as well. Like upgrading to Seal 2, Mute 2 and that kind of stuff. Oh, that's gonna be... It's not super important, but it does help, even if it's just a little bit. Contact lenses. Yeah, we already have one. Well, only if Thomas joins our team. I don't think we will need more than that. These two, however, might be interesting, even though it's very expensive. Yeah, and this is a very good one. Heart handbook, skill handbook, and body handbook. Are there things we can make here? Doesn't look like it. We probably need to find that. Ooh. New books? Yes, jelly. We'll definitely take that. The other two are still the same as last time we're here, which is fine. We'll be back in between the episodes to play around with our quartz, don't worry. Thanks to everyone's help, the repairs to this place are coming along swimmingly. We really can't thank them all enough. Unfortunately, the funicular station won't be fixed for a while longer, meaning I can't get any new stock in. Still, everything will work out. We'll make it work out. We can't throw in the towel just because Lord Theo is still asleep. Some days I'm just amazed by how optimistic my wife is. I wish I could be a bit more like her in that regard. Well, you don't have to be the same, because she will help balance you out with that one. I think that is okay. Still no master quartz. No new weapons. Still the same old stuff. He did say he couldn't get any new stock. Doesn't mean we won't check. Alright, a few more buildings left. And then next time we'll probably do the talking with our other classmates and of course the quest that we picked up. Oh, I went over to see how the Baron's doing today too. I brought him some mushrooms that are supposed to be good for any recovery. I hope they help. I just wish he'd wake up. Repairs to the village are coming along well at least. It's just frustrating that we can't fix the Baron in the same way we can the buildings. Yeah, but even the thought of what you're doing, Moritz, it's more than enough. It truly is. Because positive thoughts and attention always help, even if it's just a little bit. No one in there, no one in there as well. Is Annabelle still here? I hope so, because I've got some points to spend on her. Oh, it was a big relief to see your classmates were all okay. I'm sure you're worried about the ones you haven't found yet, but if you ask me, they're just fine too. You just have to go out there and find them, and at least two. Absolutely. Oh, you're all from military academy after all. I'm sure the rest of your classmates are just fine. You just have to go out there and find them, and at least two. Yeah. Very nice thought, and I totally agree with that. No one else here. Good. Alright, one thing I want to try out. Can we go out this side too? Oh, if it isn't Rean, taking a day off? I think that's the tavern keeper, isn't it? Oh, hey there, Gerald. And yeah, we're just getting some R&R before we head out again tomorrow. Ah, is that so? Well, it's nice to see you kids made it back to us. Take all the time you need before you go out there and knock 'em dead, okay? Thanks, we will. Incidentally, what were you doing over on the mountain path? Oh, I was just having a look at the slope. It's covered in more snow than ever. Perfect for snowboarding. Are we gonna go snowboarding? I'm having flashbacks to Final Fantasy VII Old School, definitely. Ooh, it would be so sweet if you can. Oh yeah, totally slipped my mind. I guess the courses are still up and running? Sure they are. You kids did some solid work building them. And if you need to take your mind off things, they're always open. I might even have a prize or two in store if you manage to clear them. Now I'm curious. Thanks for the heads up. Emir board. You can now snowboard from Emir's southeast gateway. Completing the available courses with the given timeframes while obtaining a set number of flags will net you a variety of prizes. More courses will be available as the story advances. Practice your hardest. Collecting the specified number of flags while reaching the goal within the target time. Finish the course with the required number of flags within the target time to clear it. Oh, we'll definitely be doing this on the next episode, but for now, I am gonna leave it here. We talked to everyone in town, so we're all set up for the next part. So that is, we're gonna snowboard, we're gonna do the side quest for the kids. That means going out city with our friends, picking up the leaves along the way. And when we get back, will handle the talking to all of our friends. So, that's for next episode. So until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. As we're gonna have some fun on the snowboard. See you then. Bye bye.